quick question. If something serious was happening in your life right now, would you feel comfortable telling your manager? Most people wouldn't. Not because they dislike their company, not because they're weak, but because work doesn't always feel like a safe place for personal struggles. So what happens instead? You log in, you attend meetings, you deliver tasks, and silently deal with everything on your own. That silent pressure, it affects focus, it affects productivity, it affects retention. And that's exactly why employee assistance programs exist. But here's the problem. Most companies either implement them poorly or employees don't trust them enough to use them. In this video, we're going to break down how organizations can implement an EAP the right way, so employees can trust it, access it easily, and genuinely benefit from it. We'll talk about what employees truly need today, what services matter the most, how to launch it without stigma, and how to make it part of your culture, not just a policy. Because when support is structured, confidential, and easy to access, everything changes. Why employee assistance programs actually matter. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is an employee assistance program, and why does it matter so much? An employee assistance program is a confidential way for employees to get professional help when something in their personal life starts affecting their work, and that happens more often than companies admit. Someone in the office is going through a divorce. Someone is struggling with debt. Someone hasn't slept properly in weeks because of anxiety. Someone is busy taking care of a sick parent. In most cases, employees don't say it out loud. They try to manage everything on their own. Over time, the pressure starts taking a toll on them. You begin to see the signs: low energy, small mistakes, disengagement, more sick days, and eventually it escalates to a point where the manager has to step in because performance is clearly affected. That's where EAP comes into play. Typically, it covers 4 key areas: emotional support, physical health guidance, financial advice, and legal assistance, giving employees access to professional support before things spiral. And this advice is not from colleagues nor some random Google searches, but from trained counselors and professionals. If someone is dealing with anxiety, they can speak to a counselor. If they're confused about debt or budgeting, they can consult a financial expert. If they need basic legal guidance, that's available too. And the biggest reason this works, it's confidential. Let's be honest, most employees don't avoid help because they don't need it. They avoid it because they're uncomfortable or they're afraid of being judged. When confidentiality is clear and real, that barrier drops. And when companies implement EAPs properly, the impact shows up in practical ways. You see fewer stress-related sick days. You see better focus in meetings. You see lower burnout. And over time, you see better retention because people feel supported. However, understanding why EAPs matter is only the first step. The bigger question is, how do you implement one in a way that employees actually trust and feel comfortable using? Because the truth is, if an EAP is poorly introduced or difficult to access, employees simply won't use it. So in part 2, we'll get into the practical side of how organizations can actually introduce an employee assistance program properly, how to build trust around it, and how to make sure employees feel comfortable using it. And if you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe to the Visit Health channel so you don't miss part 2 and more insights on employee well-being, workplace health, and building better support systems for your teams.